What's going on, guys? I hope you're having a great day out there, guys. We're going to do a little shop time here and some repairs and a few little changes and upgrades. Number one, we got another set of front tires and the rear diff case for my Techno ET48. Unfortunately, I went head-on with a Outcast 6S last week whenever I went out bashing with some guys I met recently that were local here. So, got those parts to fix that up. Also got a couple goodies from M2C Racing. Now, on the Corrali Spark, I'll show you here in a moment, but this is a little brace that M2C Racing is working on to help brace either the aluminum or the carbon fiber center brace on that thing where it tends to keep buckling. So we're going to try that out because mine, I have the carbon fiber brace in mine and I buckled mine. So we're going to get this thing fitted up. Also, we have a new center brace for the Outcast 4S we're going to get fitted up. And then we got a whole bunch of goodies here from Garage Life RC. We got a 3D printed rear wing. I guess obviously it's a rear wing, right? This is for the Spark. We're going to put up on there also the Spark rear wing mount. I have recently put one of these on my Asuga XLR and it's been working out awesome. Also, I believe these are some shock covers for the Spark or the Kagama or the Asuga, I'm sorry. And also, he's making some parts for the Grom now, for the little Arma Groms. And also, this is what I'm kind of excited about. As many of you know, the Team Corrali cars are awesome, but there is one weak spot, and that tends to be the battery box. So Garage Life RC is putting together a 3D printed new battery box with some heavy-duty straps and Velcro strap. These straps in here look awesome. So we're going to get this thing fitted up, probably the Spark. I think we're going to put this in and give it a try out on. But guys, we're going to get some of these parts fitted up. We're going to kind of just go along. We're not going to bore everybody, but we're going to show the before and afters of getting some of this stuff fitted up and the repairs done. So stay tuned, everybody. Also, guys, we got this giant box of awesomeness, and we have got a full Arma Kraton 8S conversion kit. This is a conversion of turning the regular Kraton 8S into a Kraton 8S XL. We got the chassis and every single bit and piece in here you could possibly think of. I mean, man, guys, you guys from M2C Racing are just amazing. Guys, we've got the full kit here. We got lots and lots of work to do. Also, look at that snazzy pen. Well, that's pretty. Wood and brass. Very nice, guys. Anyway, we're not going to do this in this video. This is going to be a evening project that I might bring you guys along for, or I'll just show you the finished product here. We'll see how it goes. But, guys, we got the full shock kits, drive shafts, you name it. It is in here. But if you guys are interested in turning your Arma Kraton 8S into a Kraton 8S XL, M2C Racing has these full kits up on their site. And guys, as many of you know, the regular Kraton 6S XLs has become one of my favorite platforms. I mean, this is what was a Kraton 6S, was converted to an XL by changing out and adding the Arma Mojave chassis to it and a few other bits and pieces. And these are just an awesome platform. So I can't wait to try out the Kraton 8S XL. But anyway, guys, we're going to start working on some of these other projects right now, and this will be coming soon. When I first opened up that box, I didn't even notice all the writing on here. But they made us some M2C Racing test team pins. These things are very nice. Very nice touch, guys. Thank you so much. But we're going to get working on the first project, and we're going to make this, the first project, an easy one. We're going to get the new Outcast 4S center brace mounted up on here. I have broke the ends on this a couple times. I had bent this center once. So this nice heavy-duty aluminum one will be a nice addition to the Outcast 4S. All right, well, out with the old and in with the new. I'm going to go ahead and pop the pins in. First project to be done. All right, well, the first project is done. That fit up on there beautifully. So let's get the next repair case down here. All right, well, we got the Asuga down here now, and guys, this thing has just been an absolute blast of a car. Had this thing out so many times now, and this thing is just, honestly, one of my most fun buggies to take out there, and this thing has been holding up amazing, too. Now, we have done a few little upgrades to this thing. You did put in the Team Corrali, the 7075 front and rear chassis braces in here, and then we also fitted up the carbon fiber M2C Racing center brace. Now, the aluminum one kept bending. I put the carbon fiber one in here, and since this is the longer side to this piece, this is always the piece that always wants to buckle on the aluminum or carbon fiber. So that's what we're going to get this thing fitted up on here and try this out. This is meant to basically go and place it here and squeeze this all back together and stiffen this whole part up. We're going to see how it works out. There might be some more tuning and changes they need to make to it, but that's why we test this stuff, to find out, see what works, what doesn't, or what needs a little modification. But also, the Garage Life RC rear wing mount on the Corrali XLR here, the Asuga, held up beautifully on the last bash. And this thing took some nasty hits and some rolls, and that rear wing mount's definitely holding up very well, guys. So if you're looking for a good wing mount for the Corralis or pretty much most of the cars, check out Garage Life RC. But let's go ahead and get this thing fitted up and see how she straightens all this out. Now, obviously, the whole idea of this is for one of these plates to go on either side of, I believe, the aluminum or the carbon fiber, and squish that together and also add some rigidity to under that. So if you haven't bent yours yet, or maybe only bent it once and straightened it out, you can put these in there and it'll stiffen up and add a lot more support to that. So I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes in the carbon fiber here, get this thing mounted up, and see how she works out. Well, so far, I think this thing's going to work amazing, guys. I got the first hole drilled in and it's screwed together. You can see, you can't even tell the carbon fiber was buckled or bent. And I don't even have the other 2 screws in here yet. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this back off, drill the last 2 holes, and screw her in there. But so far, that's straightened that thing right out. And that is going to add a ton of strength to that front center brace. All right, everybody. Well, we got the new front center brace plate on here. Not sure what this is called just yet, but she fitted up on it. As you can see, guys, it straightened that thing right out. All the carbon fibers back together. Nice straight line again, not all crooked, looking like a taco. So we had the strength to this. We'll see how she runs. Hopefully, it doesn't start transferring anything anywhere else. I guess that's the point of testing this stuff and trying things out and seeing what works and what doesn't. Every time I've bent this center brace, aluminum or the carbon fiber, it's always been the front. I haven't had an issue with the rear yet, so we'll see, putting this on the front, if it causes anything weird in the back or not, but we'll take it out there, give it another rip, another good bash, and see how she holds up. But one more project down, time to move on to the Spark. All right, well, we got the Spark down here in the bench. We're going to go ahead and get the new battery box fitted up in here and get the new rear wing and wing mount tried out in here. This wing definitely feels like it's got nights of flex. I haven't broken this wing or wing mount yet on the Spark, which honestly amazes me. It's buckled a lot because you can see all of the stickers are cracked and split. But the wing hasn't broke. But we're going to try this out, just see how the Garage Life RC wing and all this stuff holds up on the cars and give it a test out. And nice looking blue. Should fit up with the car pretty decent. We're going to get this stuff fitted up on here, test it out too, guys, and see how everything fits up. So stay tuned. All right, we got the old wing and mount off of there. We got the old battery box out of here. And as you guys can see, where it snapped off, and I just shifted that plate and put them in those 2 front screws. This is a good temporary fix. If you want to go out and bash and you broke the battery box, you take this little adjuster plate right here that was back here originally and move it all the way to the front. And she holds in there pretty decent, but as you can see, it's going to go. So with the nice battery box here on the Garage Life RC, it's got the triple Velcros, the one holding it lengthwise and 2 holding it from side to side. So that's going to be a great addition to holding that battery in place and not letting it fly around. So we're going to get this stuff mounted up next, and I'll bring you back when we get some of it done. All right, well, we got the battery box all fitted up on here. Everything fit in there pretty nicely. These rear 2 screws do go back into your ESC. Now, I did a little modification on mine. You guys can take this as you will. However, you'll notice that the ESC is kind of soft on here. It kind of moves around a lot. On the bottom of the ESC, there is a little plastic center stud. And what I did was put a screw hole right there, right directly behind this last big one that's open. This is on the Spark. And put a hole in there, countersunk it, and it screws right into the bottom of the ESC, which helps keep this thing a lot more sturdy. Because I did notice one difference. When you go to the 3D printed battery tray here, because the plastic is a little more flexible, the wing, the ESC felt a little bit more flexible, moving around a little more, which I didn't like. And while I was messing around, I noticed that stud on the ESC. So that's the route I went. No matter what, it helps keep the ESC in place better. So I figure no matter what battery box you're using, it's kind of a win-win there. But we're going to go ahead. These guys, I got to say something. I have never felt such a beefy, stout-feeling battery Velcro. These straps feel really nice and really tough. So battery box is all finished up and ready to rock. We're going to go ahead and get the rear wing and mount fitted up. And we're probably going to call it a day on this video because I don't want it getting too long, because I know shop videos, can get a little boring sometimes. So I don't want to drag it on too long. So we're going to finish this project up and probably call it a day. And I'm just going to get the Techno fixed up just on my own here, because you guys have seen me fix the Techno and actually just recently do this same repair, but on the rear not long ago. All right, we got the wing all put together here. We got the original Corrali little brace there on top and the 2 nuts underneath with washers. And basically the included hardware he gives you with this are these style pan head screws or button cap screws or whatever they're called. Can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, I went with just a slightly longer countersink style screw with the nuts on the bottom. These do work. I used them on my other one, but I just kind of like the look better of them being recessed and flush like that. So if you do want that, just get slightly longer screws, and she fits up in there beautifully. But she's all together. We're going to go ahead and slap her on a spark, and I think we'll be finishing this up finally. Well, I think the spark is looking pretty good. Really like the shape and the setup of that wing. It's got a nice look on there. And the blue matches pretty decently with the rest of the blue, because it gets pretty lighter and darker as it goes along here. And she fit up perfectly, nice and flexible. This wing, it's going to take an awful lot to tear one of these things apart. So if you guys are looking for a great wing and wing mod for the Spark, the Asuga, Typhon, all the armor products and everything, go check out Garage Life RC, guys. They got lots of great products on their sites. And guys, we got this video finished up and all the cars fixed. The only thing I'm going to do is fix up my Techno and get that thing back together, which is an easy enough project. But I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera here and just enjoy a little time in the shop by myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But that's going to do it for today. So until next time, y'all be safe. Be careful out there. Peace out, everybody.